Now, the week that was in WWE wrapped up in spectacular fashion on Friday Night SmackDown when the Bloodline seemingly split apart into two and really sent everything that we've seen the past 3 to 4 years into complete chaos. Now, at WrestleMania 40, Roman Reigns lost to Cody Rhodes, ending his modern-day record, the undisputed WWE Championship reign. And then the night before, The Rock and Reigns defeated Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins to create a Bloodline Rules championship match on the second night of the show. So everything changed for WWE with how it looked, with who stands at the top, because it's been one guy for the past several years. And now we saw the implications of that and the story that they've been trying to tell, or they are trying to tell now over the past few days now, with Cody Rhodes and The Rock seemingly having something going on down the road. Maybe SummerSlam, maybe WrestleMania next year. But in the meantime, we see Reigns from afar apparently told Paul Heyman that there are consequences to these things with him losing and that he is accepting defeat. So Sikoa did not accept the defeat, and it turned into a segment a little later on in the show where Solo decided to turn on Jimmy Uso. He decided that his change was needed. He brought out Tama Tonga, who made his WWE debut, to beat down Jimmy, to attack him, and seemingly kick him out of the Bloodline, while Paul Heyman stood there in shock and horror. And it's the first sign that we are getting two different things going on here, because Heyman clearly wasn't aligned with what Solo was saying, even though Solo and Tama Tonga said this came from the Tribal Chief. Heyman's words also came from the Tribal Chief. Something's up here. Something's a little fishy here right now. To me, I'm figuring it's The Rock claiming he's the leader of the Bloodline, and then there's Reigns claiming he's the Tribal Chief as well. And maybe it's The Rock being on one side of the coin here with Tama Tonga and Solo, and then it turns into Reigns maybe being with Jimmy and Jey Uso. Maybe we're looking a little further down the line here, especially if Reigns is going to come back for a while. But that's the seeds I feel like are being planted here right now that they're kind of putting into play here. We could be setting up a Bloodline WarGames. I think that's the road we could be going down. Sure, we're going to have to add a few more faces into this, given that the the WarGames match is usually a 4-on-4 match. That could be the introduction of a Jacob Fatu, who could maybe join Solo's side. And we could even see someone else popping up in here as well to join Reigns and the Usos. Who that might be, no idea. But that, to me, would be a logical next step to where we're going here in the Bloodline story later this year. And that's without even mentioning The Rock and Cody Rhodes, who could be going to their own match at some point, whether it's before that at SummerSlam or, again, WrestleMania next year if The Rock isn't going to be seen for quite a while, which is possible because he's going into filming the movie The Smashing Machine for A24, and there could also be other things that come up along the way too, because he is a very, very busy man. So there's a lot to look forward to here with the Bloodline story, and I think Paul Heyman said about a year ago we're only in the third inning. I'm going to guess we might be in the top of the fifth right now, maybe the bottom of the fifth, because there's a lot to go here, and eventually, I think this is going to be Reigns coming back as a babyface, which you're already teasing. They were teasing it already on Monday Night Raw when he was getting cheers and Cody Rhodes was pretty much asking the fans to cheer and give him some support for the title reign that he did carrying WWE over the past several years. So it looks like we're getting a Reigns babyface turn out of this, and The Rock clearly staying heel, and to me, that would be pretty cool if we have two different Bloodline factions going up against each other within the matter of months. So let's see what happens here, and it's going to be all pretty exciting with all these new faces and the direction that we're going in for this story that keeps getting better and better and better.